Guys, you got to see this. Look at that thing. God, I wish I could get out. Look at that. Holy Christ. God, that is cool.
I cannot really been addicted to you. All of my attention I've been giving to you.
Hey guys, what's going on? We're back at you for another video. I realize I missed Sunday's upload, and if you can decode this, I finally succumbed to the Mexican beer. So I've been kind of isolated for the last, I'm on day 7. You know, I feel a lot better today. Still can't taste nothing, can't smell anything, but you know, it is what it is. The last couple days have been a little more rough. I hope you guys enjoyed that video of the power wagon there. So the long and the short of the story is I actually got sick working on the shop with my dad, and so it ended up working out. They got cable, and I have a little bit of company to be holed up with because we both got the Mexican beer. So anyway, what I thought we could do as kind of a compromise for this video, since I haven't really been up to doing much of anything except for sleep and sit around and wish I could taste my food, but we're gonna bring back the weekly discussion video. So I'm gonna head in. I just had to get out of the house and I can't really do anything, so I just drove around in isolation by myself. So I'm gonna go into the garage, and what I wanted to talk about is things you're not gonna think about as a technician going off on your own. And you can see it's raining. That's the progress on the shop. I can go in quick, I guess, and show you, but we got the building wrap pretty much wrapped up, which is good because that chipboard does not like to be exposed to the rain like this. So let's head in there really quick, and I'll just show you kind of what it looks like now that it's all enclosed. All right, I apologize, you guys, it's dark, but you can kind of see insulation. We got a good size shop going on here, and it's been an absolutely astronomical amount of work, but you know, I've been helping with what I could. That's when I ended up getting sick. And like I said, almost kind of a blessing because I got cable, got a little company. This is going to be like a little sleeping quarters / 3-season porch in here. The she shed for my mom. And then, yeah, this is the actual workspace. The lift will go right over there. So let's get into the garage and let's talk about things that you wouldn't expect and things that you definitely should think about if you're going to go out on your own as a technician. All right, guys, I know this is a little change of scenery. I hate being sick. It just messes with everything. And we're back in the home garage right now. And we kind of got sick, finished up a job, and just kind of quit being out here midweek as we were sick. And so you can see it's kind of a mess right now. But I wanted to talk to you about a few things that you're not going to think about as an automotive technician when you go out on your own. And as you can see, this is a prime example. Look at all the tools and equipment and stuff that we have out here. The Max Jacks lift. We got my Snap-on toolbox over there. We got my old rickety toolbox that's full of all the Chinesium tools. I mean, we got plenty of tools, and we got stuff like a bench grinder. We got welders. We got all sorts of stuff. And the number one thing that you're going to deal with and struggle with as a mechanic going out on your own is that you're not going to have all the specialty equipment that you were used to having at the dealership or the independent shop, whatever that is. You're already going to be in a bind where you're working by yourself. It's not like you can go pick the brain of one of your coworkers. You get really creative with ratchet straps and all of that kind of stuff. But as far as specialty tools go, one thing comes to mind right away. So I'm going to take you over here, and I'm just going to show you a quick little $6 tool that is really made life a lot easier for me, and that is this Harbor Freight transfer pump right here. This was $6. It's kind of cheap. It works really well. Got nice long hoses. If you watch the Tundra video where we had transferred and drained and filled the transmission fluid, you'd know that we use that thing a lot. So that's just one of the things I'm talking about. When I was at Toyota, we had these big fancy drums filled with transmission fluid, filled with gear oil, and it just had a pump on it, right? It was nice and easy. You had the lift all the time. This isn't like that at all. The very first time I went to fill a rear end, I think I put an axle seal in a pickup, and it was like, oh crap, how do I didn't have anything, so I had to use like a little siphon gun, and I was like, this just sucks. So equipment is going to be something that you're going to have to figure out. You're going to have to get creative, and I'm going to see if I can find a clip. I'll put it in here, but you get really creative with pry bars, ratchet straps, all that good stuff, jacks, jack stands, and it creates kind of a struggle. And the other thing is, we are working in a very limited space right now. If you're fortunate enough to have the income and the money to put into a shop right away, we were not, so we are currently in the garage, right? And it's just something you're gonna have to deal with. That's one of those other frustrations that probably is gonna come up. If you're a technician going out on your own, that's just gonna be something you have to deal with. Another good example would be a hydraulic press, right? I don't have one in here. I honestly don't even know where I would put one. Eventually, I would like to have one. And obviously, it is not my goal to be in this garage for the entire time of this venture of shift, wrench, repeat. But right now, it's just kind of what we're dealing with. And if you've been in this industry for any length of time, you're going to have like-minded friends and coworkers and colleagues that you're going to be able to bounce ideas off of. You're going to be able to make phone calls, and you're going to have to build a network. I actually found a guy local to me that has been very helpful. That time I needed the hydraulic press, I actually went out to his shop and was able to get my job done because he was kind enough to let me use that press. But you're going to have to network and do those things, and stuff isn't going to be easy right away. If you can weather an early storm, I think you can be successful, but you're going to have to know that it's not going to be all rainbows, sunshine, and butterflies right off the get-go. The next issue I wanted to talk about going out on your own as an independent automotive technician, we're going to look and talk tools just a little bit, and we're going to talk about the issues you might have with the tool truck. All right, so the next thing that I think you have to consider if you're going out on your own as an independent automotive technician is the setup of tools that you currently have. Now, I feel like over the last 7-8 years, I've gotten pretty well equipped as far as hand tools and even a lot of my power tools go, but you're going to have to deal with setting up or figuring out how you can get to the Snap-on truck, the Mac truck, the Matco truck. I personally don't have any Matco tools, but Mac and Snap-on are a big one for me. And being as I'm doing this right now from home, I don't want those tool companies coming to my house. So you're going to have to find a way where you can meet up with these companies if you want to buy anything, if you need to warranty anything. Again, I'm fortunate enough, I got that base covered. One positive, I guess, that would come out of this, and don't get me wrong here, you guys, I love my Snap-on and Mac tools. I love quality tools. I've never thought that to get quality automotive tools, you have to have 100% Snap-on, 100% Mac. I think that's nonsense. I think you'll go broke. And so I don't have those guys harassing me all the time, and I liked my tool reps, but they're not always showing me new shiny stuff that I got to spend my money on, which makes you have to kind of think outside of the box because you don't always have those options. So a really good example I have for you is these 3 wrenches I bought from Masterforce. Let me grab them. I went and picked up a 21, a 22, and a 24 Masterforce wrenches from Menards, ratcheting, and these are super awesome. Ball joints, stuff like that, suspension components. You're gonna have to use wrenches because a lot of times you just cannot get a gun in those things. Control arms, all that good stuff. And these are just gonna speed it up a lot. Now, if I would have bought these 3 wrenches off the Snap-on or Mac truck, this is a good $300 to $400, and I paid $16 a piece for these. Lifetime warranty, Masterforce, I've had really good luck with their tools. So you're gonna get to think outside of the box a little bit. As far as getting tools that are easily accessible to you, you're going to have to figure all that stuff out when you're on your own, because it's not going to be as easy as waiting for the week that the Snap-on truck comes, at least not right away. So that's another thing you're just going to have to be smart about. You're going to have to kind of shop around. You're going to have to figure out what works for you and what doesn't. And what works for me may not work for you. All right, guys, so that's all I had for you today. And like I said, I hate being sick. The damn Mexican beer finally got me. So I'm hoping in the next week or so here, we'll get back on more of a normal schedule. I hate flying by the seat of my pants, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So you guys, if you enjoyed this video, drop me a comment down below, like and subscribe if you have not already. And as always, we'll see you next time.